Hi guys, it's me Lunar, welcome back to another episode of Brand New Console Mods, the series where we cover the latest mods for Skyrim Special Edition on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Today we have a bit more than 6 mods, it's just the way it worked out, and of course we have a minimum of 3 for both consoles. Before we start, don't forget to like and comment, it's a very big help, and with that being said, we can jump straight to mod number 1. Our first mod of the day is called Sit Anywhere. This mod allows you and your follower to sit anywhere using 4 lesser powers that are added to your spell menu when you load the game. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on a ledge, there's also 2 other ones that are create a cross-leg sitting spot and create a ledge sitting spot as well. Sitting spots are removed automatically when you go far away from them to eliminate save game bloating. So some people I know were wondering whether they were removed or not. They are eventually. While sitting, your health, stamina and magicka regenerate 5% faster. The heal bonus is only applied if you sit using this mod. To use the lesser powers, you have to equip one of them in your spell menu and use the shout key in order for it to work. Overall, I'm keeping this mod installed. It's going to give me a fun new way to showcase some mods, and also it's pretty awesome just being able to sit random places around Skyrim. Our next mod of the day is simply called More Trees, and this tries to make the entire world of Skyrim more like a forest, like it should be. The mod of course will conflict with other tree mods like Project Hippie, which I have installed, and so you can only have one of these kind of tree mods installed at once. Once you do though, it will add loads of trees to the game. Our next mod is called the Nordic Wanderer armor and weapons, and this adds exactly what it says to the forge under the steel category. However, first there is a small quest to learn how to make the new gear. I will show you where you go on the map, so look away if you don't want to see the spoilers. You start by going to the Nightgate Inn and then you go south to find the Wanderer's monument. Then you have to go to another smaller monument, not marked on the map, I will show you in the video. You get a crafting recipe from the lockbox that you unlock using the key at the second monument. And so after the quest, you can craft all the stuff at the forge. At the forge, you can craft the Nordic Wanderer armor, boots, gauntlets, helmet, sword, and a greatsword. All the gear is just slightly better than ebony items, but not quite as strong as dragon plate or dragon bone weapons, and the armor works on both male and female characters. It can all be tempered and enchanted as well. Our next mod is a very simple but very useful one that is called Essential Horses, and makes horses now essential so they can't die, and they will no longer run away from danger either. So a very small but useful mod. Our next mod, or 5 mods as they were uploaded separately, but I will show all 5, is the Zelda Shields and Swords. The mod adds to Skyrim the Master Sword, the Kokiri Sword, the Bigoron Sword, the Hylian Shield, and the Mirror Shield. Also adds in a separate version of the Mirror Shield, which is the Goron Mirror Shield, but they're both identical. Also, for some reason, the whole time showcasing this mod, I had the creepy song from the Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time stuck in my head, where you find the Mirror Shield. Anyway, all 5 can be crafted at the forge under the miscellaneous section. All the stuff is twice the damage or resistance as Daedric, so it's very strong except for the Kokiri Sword, which is the same damage as a one-handed Daedric sword. All the stuff can be refined, tempered, and enchanted except for the Mirror Shield, which due to its moonstone requirements when you make it, can block damage of magic, so its mirror reflects magic damage, so a nice touch. Overall, 5 awesome mods you should definitely check out if you're a fan of Zelda. Next up we have the Thunder Cloak, combined Frost, Whirlwind and Lightning Cloak spells. The mod adds 3 identical spell tunes to the game which allow the spell titled Thunder Cloak to be learned. This is a combined Frost, Whirlwind and Lightning Cloak that lasts for 45 seconds when you cast. The locations are on top of the Throat of the World, Dragon's Reach and the College of Winterhold, although you only need one of them in order to learn the spell. So I'm not quite sure why they added in 3, because I don't see why you travel all the way to the top of the Throat of the World when you can just go to Dragon's Reach. But anyway, to nearby enemies, the cloak does a base 10 points frost damage and stamina damage per second, a chance of being flung away, and a base 10 points shock damage and half magicka damage is also applied. Also, this grants 25% resistance to fire if the cloak is active. The combined effects of Thunder Cloak may be considered overpowered, so for balancing purposes, the time has changed from 0.5 to 1.5 seconds for charging, duration has decreased from 60 seconds to 45, and the base magicka cost to cast this spell is 500. Also, it's classed as a Master Destruction spell, so you can't learn it straight from the beginning of the game, you have to be able to know Master Destruction level spells. Anyway, overall I really like this mod, so much fun running into a bandit camp and they all start turning into dust and flying around just by being next to you. Would love to see other similar cloaks for different kinds of spells added as well. Our final mod of the day is more Bandit Armors mod, a very cool immersive mod I have to say. Since the land of Skyrim is overrun with outlaws, the original author felt it would be immersive to give them more variety as far as outfits go anyway. Also, he disliked how much skin shows on most of the vanilla Bandit Armors, especially the females. They're quite slutty for vanilla armors, and after all, Skyrim is the northernmost hold of Tamriel, and it should be too cold in most areas to go around with such little clothes on. So, this mod adds 36 new armors designed for bandits, brigands, and thieves. The visual design is meant to show they cobbled together parts of all the armor and clothes that they steal from other people in the world of Skyrim, and simply to make the armors far more immersive than they were in the vanilla game. The default version of this mod adds 36 armors to the world via the bandit leveled lists. There are different versions on PC where the items are craftable only, or there's ones that are craftable in addition to being added to the level list, but this version is the leveled list only, and the mod author decided that the bandit armors were very common in game, so there was no need to craft them anyway. Also, this version of the mod changes the names of some of the armors. Originally they had names to be more like Bandit Iron Armor or Highwayman Leather Armor, but to make it so you're more likely to equip the items so you don't wear something associated with something bad like a bandit, the names have been changed to descriptive names like Battered Steel Plate and Furs, Rough Spun Tunic and Leathers, and so on, and you can see plenty more examples in the video. The mod also adds some reactions from guards if you wear the armors. Similar to the vanilla game, if you're wearing an iron armor variant, guards might comment on it. So now if you wear any of these bandit armors, the guards might say things like, "You better not cause trouble on my watch," for example. The armors are all various different damage resistances, ranging from Daedric to Hide armor, both light and heavy versions as well, so you can play the game entirely in bandit armors now if you want to. Also, they can all be tempered and enchanted to improve them like any other armor in the game. One quick thing before we finish to know about this mod is it only alters the armors. Helmets, boots, and gauntlets are all just the same as they were in the vanilla game, so none of those change, only the armors themselves. Overall though, a very awesome immersive bandit and armor mod, definitely worth checking out. Well guys, there we have it, 7 brand new console mods, 11 if you want to count the Zelda stuff separately, as they were all separate downloads, for you to check out for yourself in game if you like the look of them in today's video. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I'll be back again very soon with more videos, including mods, guides, and news every single day. If you want to keep up to date with all my latest stuff, click on the subscription button on screen, and if you haven't done so yet, click the little bell thing next to the subscription button on my channel to join the notification squad. Also on screen, check out some cool links, including some amazing videos, the link to my second channel, and of course my Patreon, where you can support my content and help me break away from those YouTube ads. Follow me on Twitter to get the latest updates about upcoming videos every single day. You can also ask me any questions there, and I will try to answer them as quick as possible. Anyway guys, with all that being said, stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.